Indeed. Hang on, Unks. Hang on. Let me make it slightly bigger for you, man. You deserve a better, screen than that. You know what I'm saying? You paid a lot of money for this.
You saying, bro?
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, with the blood clot.
You happy, man? You happy? What you heard?
Yes, of course I'm happy. Hold on, let me get some light in this subject.
This guy's a busy man nowadays. You know what I mean? You have to book an appointment with Uncle RODZ nowadays, man. He's left me behind, man.
Nah, sir. Could have never, brother. Could have never.
Oh man, what's going on, Alex? How's everything, brother? Since yesterday, what a stream we had yesterday, man. I really enjoyed
that stream yesterday was fantastic.
Yeah,
it was fantastic. I enjoyed it very much.
I wish people can see it as well. You know what I mean? Because everybody's looking for transfers all the time, and instead of supporting us in things like that. Like a panel show, it's not like other panel shows. I know, like it's not like a drama kind of thing, but it's something different to other streamers, you guys.
Yeah.
We make you feel part of it. That's the most important thing for me and Uncle Rod. Make the chat part of it. So you guys could have someone to speak to as well and all that stuff. But yeah, man, everything's good, people. Please do me a favor, a bit of housekeeping. Please like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. I know you heard the news. I know you heard the news about Florian Wirtz. I did tell you guys, let's be calm. The guy is coming, and now look what's happening. So let me share with you what I've seen around social media just now. Cool, and the chat. Big up, obviously, Scottish Bear, Tafsir and Hamza is in the house. Of course, Carmino is finally here. Big up, brother.
Yep.
And and Edward, of course, Edward's in there. So yeah, just get the chat going, guys. I'll show you what we've seen today, and I like it. I like hearing good stuff about our football club. We always knew the guy was coming, obviously, and today. It's been proven. It's been proven that he's on his way to Liverpool. It's just a matter of time and all that stuff. So, Unks, how do you feel, man? Because I'm happy, and the chat, of course. How do you guys feel? We're getting the marquee signing. We call it a marquee signing, isn't it? One of the best players, in world football at the moment, and getting him through the door will show, the rest of the world what Liverpool's all about.
Over the moon. Mate, over the moon. What can I say, man? It's just like, it's just a sort of, is that me saying low battery? Is that me or you?
What is it?
It says low battery. Is that me or you?
I've got no battery here. I've got nothing to do with batteries.
It must be my headphone. I don't know where it is, but I'll keep on going. If it does, I'll just take.
Did someone say low battery or?
Yeah, I don't know if it's my microphone.
Have you got battery in your microphone?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like my headphones.
No. Listen, there's 66
I don't know what
here. Obviously, want to find out what's going on. 66 people here. Obviously, want to find out what's going on. Please hit the likes. It helps the channel, as Uncle Roz always says. And please move on to Uncle Roz afterwards. Please explain to them what's going to happen on your show later on, please, Uncle Roz.
Right. I'm going to go live at 7 o'clock. Yeah. And what I'm going to try and do is go straight through to 10 o'clock, where I've got a show with Cal, and your good self is going to be on there. So Coppish Cal and you're going to be on there. And we're going to talk about, obviously, transfers and a lot of other things as well we'll be talking about. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so I'll be starting at 7 o'clock. So I just thought I'd jump on here, obviously quick. Do you know what I mean? And it's, obviously talk about this great news. It's great news. It's good times.
I'm just looking for, obviously, the articles from everywhere. But yeah, Unks, this kid, from what you saw in the last game when he was playing, what did you think of him, man? Because I'm sure you watched him. You watch these guys thoroughly, as far as I'm aware, compared to myself.
Yeah, he was amazing. He was amazing. He finds good space. Do you know what I
Mhm.
mean? His movement is good, and he got eye for target. He scored a goal, and it was a good goal as well.
Yeah.
The ball seems like it kind of like stood in the air for ages, and just decided to drop at the right time. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
We're getting a very good player here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're
100%,
getting a
bro.
very, very good player here. Do you know what I mean? And I think sort of like we shouldn't forget that. Do you know what I mean? We
Yeah.
should not forget that.
You
You
know,
know?
after this signing, what are you looking for as well? Are you looking for further signings, or obviously there's going to be in and outs of the football club as well?
Yeah.
Um, are you looking for like? Are we? We already know the three: Frimpong, Kirkes, and obviously Wirtz. Are
Mhm.
we going to get anything after that in your mind, Unks?
Um, I hope so, and we should do because there are further sort of like positions that we need to fill. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
In the way of you got sort of like you got the DM. We needed a DM for a long time, and we still
Yeah,
haven't got one. Centre back,
yeah,
striker as well. Do you know what
yeah,
I mean? So there are still a few spots in the squad
yeah.
that we need to fill because, like, for instance, we cannot go into next season using that 15. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, bro.
That's all right.
Yeah, I do it like. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you.
Good, good, good. Yeah, I do it like that. I take off the microphone for the time being and just do it like
That's all
this
right,
way.
man. That's all right.
Yeah, because I think it must be something to do with the microphone that's got a low battery or something like
That's all
that.
right, man. No
What's
worries. You know, over here we're
yeah,
all together, man. That's what it's all about.
yeah. So yeah, so basically, and it's like we still got a few spots in the on the pitch, on the squad. Sorry, that we need to fill. Do you know
Hmm.
what I mean? And we needed to fill for a long time. You know, you got man like what's it, Virgil van Dijk, which is
Yeah,
he's like 34 now, and he got a 2-year contract. He's gonna be 36,
yeah,
so he's getting on. So we're gonna need to find a replacement for him. Then you got sort of like you got Salah that's in his 30s. You know what I mean? So you're gonna need to find a replacement for him. Do you know what I'm saying? So there is a lot of still quite a bit of stuff that we need to do
mhm,
in regards to the squad. So we should sort of like you know do it. We should take advantage of what you can because like it's as you're talking about. When you talk about like obviously us talking about transfer shows. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That seems to be doing very well at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Because
What do you think
everyone's
of that, man? Because it's frustrating, in my opinion, man.
yeah. But what it is, and then as we were talking off air, we said, you might as well take advantage of it. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So that pertains to the squad as well. Do
yeah,
you know what I mean? Now you're in a transfer market, and you've made some good moves. Yeah, take advantage of that and get the squad looking quality. Do you know what I mean?
mhm,
Because other teams are, obviously other teams are going to get stronger, so we should get stronger. Simple as that. You know what I mean?
yeah, 100%. I agree with you, 100%, Unks. Everything you said is spot on, in my opinion.
Yeah.
100% spot on. Yeah, so guys, as you can see, I know Scottish bit, I know, bro, but I've already told you guys in advance. There's nothing other than the players signing for the football club, bro. I gave you the reasons as well. I said to you in in past streams, there's no other clubs coming in for him. He said he wants Liverpool. It's all about the negotiations, and that's what's happened. So now it's at the final stages of his obviously deal for Liverpool Football Club. That's it. That's all that's left. This is why it says over here from anything Liverpool breaking news. Florian Wirtz has received the green light. Obviously, they agreed the fee from Bayer Leverkusen to complete his move to Liverpool Football Club next week. Club agreed on an amount or around 150 million euros. As revealed here, Wirtz decided for obviously hashtag LFC since weeks. So I'm trying to tell you guys, the guy will be a Liverpool player. He's probably already is. It's just something behind the scenes that's making it slower to be confirmed, if you know what I mean. So you saw him yesterday. Was it yesterday when I showed you that video, Uncle Rod's, when let me show you the video if you wasn't here, guys. Yeah, I'll show you the video, no problem. There's 63 people watching. Please hit the likes. I appreciate you guys for coming on. Thank you very much. So let me show you the video that I saw yesterday. If this doesn't tell you as a Liverpool fan that he's on his way, I can't help you, man. I really can't, because there's evidence there of the player saying he's coming. So respect him for that, man. You know what I mean? Instead of having doubts. I don't know. I know, like, in the past, FSG have burned us. I'm the biggest, FSG guy out there. Uncle Rod knows that. Uncle Rod actually was, he cared about the owners before, until I explained to him like what they're all about. And then the thing with Uncle Rod is he investigates. Then he looks for his own, way of thinking about it. And then you finally find out, man, these guys, they're not interested like us in winning. But finally, they're showing something, and that's important. So this is the video. Let me take that down, Scottish Bear. I don't know. I'm sure you saw it yesterday. I don't come over here to joke or make fun of you guys. I'm here to bring you facts. That's what I come on here for. So listen to the reporter, what he says to Florian Wirtz, and watch Florian Wirtz's head. If that doesn't tell you that he's on his way to Liverpool, I can't help you as a football fan. I really can't. So check it out, guys.
Excited for Liverpool, Florian?
There you go. Excited for Liverpool, Florian. Let's go back again and watch it again.
Excited for Liverpool, Florian?
There you go. Excited for Liverpool, Florian? Yes. The guy is already telling you he's on his way to Liverpool, and you're still having doubts. Don't worry, guys, man. This is the one I already know it's coming through. I mean, compared to, previous streams, I know what you're worried about, obviously, Scottish Bear, people burning us and, people making stories up, and then nothing happens at the end of it. This is the realest one I've seen, mate. This is the realest transfer I've seen at Liverpool Football Club. I don't know what Uncle Rod is going. Probably battery run out again, but yeah, he'll be back. Let me just come forward a bit. So yeah, listen.
Are you ready?
Come on, man. Come on. Get excited, man. Get excited. The money has been paid and he's on his way. This much report, it's not fake. It is not fake. It's real, man. Let me take this off the screen. Sorry about that, because Uncle Rod's disappeared on me. So I have to take this off the screen. Yeah, there's a lot of reports that's matching, and it looks like the guy is on his way. And here he is. He's back.
Yeah, my laptop's doing a madness, bro.
Why are you doing this to me, man? You're leaving me.
No, my laptop's doing a madness, G. Seriously.
I'll tell my wife to come on, man. You know what I mean? God, wife, back up, please. You know what I mean?
I thought that.
Are you ready?
Oh man, I'm over the moon, Unks. I'm over the moon, man. We're paying the money for this, man. You know what I mean? We're paying the premium for this guy, and it's high time, man. I've always said about our fan base, we deserve it, man. We deserve, big players coming to Liverpool Football Club, and not only that, our rivals are saying the same thing as well. Even I heard Man United fans say the same thing. You know what I mean? So if they say things like that, we have been patient. We have been waiting as a football club, and we're getting these type of players through the door. That means we do deserve it, guys. You know what I mean? Every other team pays for players for over the odds. Liverpool will just do it, as Uncle says, organically. I like that, Unks. Organically.
Yes, mate.
Unks, you got something there, man. Just to let you know.
Food.
Yeah.
Food, man.
Now you know what it is, guys. Yeah, he's excited, for Florian Wirtz. That's what it is.
Hey, listen, thanks for the heads up, man. Thanks for the heads up, bro.
He's that richest thing, innit, man? It's all good. Yeah. I come on with a lot of stuff sometimes. It happens, man. It's life.
Yeah.
But yeah, Unks, it looks like next season we're going to retain the title, mate, the way things are looking. If we're going to sign these players next season, I'm expecting Liverpool to go for the Champions League and the Premier League. So we're going to be, at the forefront along with probably PSG. Because if you look at PSG, the exciting thing about their side is they've got youth on their side. So they're going to be, obviously trying to, win the Champions League again. And luckily for them, they've got a league they already got wrapped up before they even kick a ball. So they always have that. So, next season, if we have two players for each positions, what do you think? Like, are we going to be, challenging for the Premier League and the Champions League from your point of view? My point of view, yes, but I'm asking you.
Yeah, listen, I always said it, you know, if we can get sort of like, you know, this transfer window right and correct, you know what I mean, bro, we've done it. We're there.
Mhm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. It's all about, you know, getting his transfer window right, getting the players in the correct position,
Yep.
not like square pegs in round holes. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. If we could do all that, there's no reason why we cannot win the title next season. There's no reason why we can't retain it. You know what I mean?
100%.
And you know me, I'm all about the league title. I'm all about that, man. That's your bread and butter, bro.
Why is that, Unks? Like, I don't think yesterday people, stayed long enough to understand what you were saying about, you're all about the league title. Explain to them, please, while I'm still looking around what's going on social media.
Like, what is it today with the league title and that's your bread and butter. That's your basis. That's your platform. That's your platform to excel to greatness. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Yeah. Champions League, to me, and the whole system of the Champions League is messed up now. Do you know what I mean? It's no more is it enjoyable. No more are you getting the champions. You know what I mean? Contending for, like, obviously the Champions League, and people are quite happy at the end of the day to sort of say, right, fight for fourth place. You know what I mean? Play a couple of rounds of Champions League, get that Champions League money, and they're all right. They're not bothered about winning it anymore. Do you know what I mean? I feel at the end of the day that when you got the league, if you look at the league, it's a more harder competition to win, because you have to be consistent and then over a good period of time. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be consistent a good period of time still. So listen, at the end of the day, right? The league title is where it's at. And you saw the celebrations, didn't you?
Yeah.
You saw the celebrations for yourself, yeah, in Liverpool, yeah, for the league title. Imagine that day when we get to 21. Imagine what it's gonna be.
Triple
See
that.
Yeah. See, madness. And the more and more you pull away from United, the more and more the celebrations get special. Do you know what I mean? Because we already know that they, like, in sort of like in European Cups, they probably can't, they more or less can't catch us.
Yeah.
Not with the way they're going at the moment. So we're not really too bothered about that. You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, this is where it's at, G. This is where it's at.
100%. Let me welcome people in, man. I see a lot of people
Go
in the
on.
chat. Big up Jen, big up Carmino, of course. Big up. Oh, GG's in the house today. I haven't seen you for a bit. I missed you, bro. I missed you. LFC Monster is in the house. Steve's in there as well. Yeah, guys, just whatever you want to say, just say it on the chat and we'll reply to you with that, man. I appreciate you, honestly. I appreciate you guys, honestly. What's going on here? Let me just see what's going on. There's another. Let me just bring up the chats and then we could discuss things.
Yeah, man.
Matthias says, no way did Liverpool just agree to pay 180 million for Wirtz. Nope, it's 150. But I think what you need to understand with the transfer, mate, like, it's not all at once. It's in installments. You know what I mean? And not only that, is on players' performances and what he wins as well. That's how they pay the money. It's not all. Like, don't think like we're gonna pay 150 million straight away. It's installments, so eventually it catches up, and then they take the full pay after that. That's how it is.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
But the thing is, like, if you look at Florian Wirtz, guys, he's an amazing young talent, the best player in Germany 2 seasons in a row, and he's going to offer Liverpool a lot of stuff. Do you remember when we said what could have been if Mane, Salah, Firmino, and Coutinho been in the same team? This is what you're going to see now. So we've got, obviously, we're going to get a striker in, hopefully. We're going to have Salah. We're going to have Gakpo and Diaz if Diaz stays. And we're going to have a number 10 that's going to provide for them, as well as McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, and most probably another DM as well. So you got all that at your disposal next season. Imagine what you could do with that. Imagine the threat you could be in world football. Forget about just the Premier League, in world football. That is, man, we'd be laughing, man. We'd be laughing at everybody else, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't think it's 180 million. Let me just put it that way, Matthias, man. So relax with that, man. Relax, man. We ain't that rich. We're in Man City, my brother. You know what I mean? So yeah, calm with that, man. I'm not getting overexcited over that, bro. Nah. Big up, Rich, in the house. Thanks for the raid earlier, bro. I really appreciate you for that, man. It's Man United fans, in it, but it's okay. Jen, oh, I see Jen a lot in it in other shows. Jen LFC, big up, man. Big up, man. Big up. Big up. I'll see you, I think, in Jamie's channel and Husam's channel as well. Appreciate that for coming on. Yeah, man. Furthermore, guys, if you look at Florian Wirtz in regards to where he's going to play for Liverpool, he's got fluid, he's got a fluid way of playing. So if we during this season need a guy who could play at wide, because he's a number 10 by trade, isn't it, Unks? He's a number 10 by trade. Unks, you disappeared? Where are you?
No, I'm still there.
He's a number 10 by trade, so he could play as a number 10. He could play as a false 9 like Firmino used to do in the past, and he could play at wide on the left as well. So he could play right across that line, if you know what I mean. So if you need resting players, you've got enough players in the team that can interchange with each other, and that is something we need for next season, in my opinion. What do you think of that, Unks?
Mate, I'm on board, bro. I am on board. It's exciting times, man. It's exciting times.
Do you ever think we was going to do this with these owners? Like, things like this? Or have you lost hope?
Listen, I was beginning to lose hope. I was literally beginning to lose hope on that, right? I'm going to come off here and I'll go back on my laptop, right? Bear with me. 30 seconds.
That's all right. Yeah, so let me just read out the messages before we go on. Yeah. It was saying, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I want to come off my phone still, you know what I mean?
That's right, man.
Yeah, so literally at the end of the day, sort of like, it's exciting times, man. It's exciting times, man. I'm like chuffed, man. I'm so chuffed in sort of like what's going on. And listen, things, we could get a double transfer next week, you know what I mean? Because from what I can understand, you can correct me if I'm wrong. The medical's booked for next week Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah.
Yeah, next week Tuesday. So we could have the Kirkes things sorted out at the same time as well. So really and truly, we could have a double celebration, bro.
With these transfers, Unks, are these very important areas that we have to solve right now, or is there other areas you prefer to solve first before we get these areas sorted out?
No, these are important areas to solve now. Do you know what I mean? These areas further strengthen up the squad. You know what I mean? Okay. And it gives only sort of pattern of play to play. Do you know what I mean? It says now you can do this. You know what I mean? You can play like 3 at the back if you want to, and so forth. Do you know what I mean? So it does give like only sort of a lot of options. So yes, it was important to sort of like get these transfers out of the way, because
we've got phone calls now. Everybody's excited. Carry on.
Transfers like that, at the end of the day, right, only come around once in a while. You can't mess about in it. You can't mess about it. You have to get it. Now I'm hoping that what isn't they? What I know I would like to happen. I know I would like Liverpool to go and snatch that Cherky for Man City. You know what I mean? So get over here, mate.
Like with that, Liverpool can do that as well. They can, I mean, he wants to come over here ahead of Man City from the beginning, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
All Liverpool have to do is just put obviously show an interest, and I think he will just transfer over. Like I said it to you before in the previous stream. Imagine Shirky comes in, and him and Salah share the right hand side, like Shaqiri and Salah in the past. People forget that the importance of Shaqiri those days. You know what I mean? We've won obviously the Champions League, almost won the league twice with him in the team, because he used to cover for Salah. Remember the Barcelona game, guys? What is this? Like, do you remember the Barcelona games, guys?
Yeah.
The Barcelona game, guys, like Salah and Firmino was missing. Who came in? Salah and Shaqiri and Enrique, and look at the difference they made. So you need a strong bench like that. You need players who are more than capable of replacing star players. Shaqiri and Origi came into a team that was facing Coutinho in his prime, Messi in his peak of his powers, and Suarez in his prime. So if you look at that, guys, this is what we was facing that day. And these guys came off the bench and changed the fortunes of Liverpool. Don't forget, Don't forget, guys, we was 3-0 down in that game. There was no
Yeah.
Salah, there was no Firmino. But those two players changed everything for Liverpool in that game. We won by 4 goals because of their contribution to the team. So
Yeah.
you're always gonna need a stronger bench. Never leave that unattended. And for example, last season, look what happened last season. Why did in the second half? Why did we go through? Like, why did we get to the latter stage of the Champions League? Because we didn't have enough depth. But when you got that, it's rewarding. I'm telling you.
What I'm trying to say. Squad depth at the end of the day, right? Squad depth is very important to us. I can't stress in the day how much squad depth is important. You understand what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And once you got the right players in the right positions, you know what I mean, and you got firepower on the bench, mate. You know what I mean? It is literally in the sky's the limit, bro.
Yeah.
Sky is the limit, and this is what people don't understand. This is why I'm so hell bent in the past, of Liverpool doing business early. Do you know what I mean? You understand me? Because it's like once you got the right squad, you can do anything you want to.
Spot on.
As you said, like last season, if we had the right numbers in our squad, right?
Yeah.
There's no telling what we could have won because we won the league at the day with not much, well, hardly any squad.
You got to look at the way we won the league as well, Anks. Like, I don't think many of these people have ever been on my channel before, so I don't think they know how we won the league last season. I've already explained to Uncle RODZ, like we played with the 11 that we had, the best players, and we stuck with that. That's number one. You know what I mean? Number two, we're forgetting there wasn't a lot of 12:30 kickoffs. And if I ask all of you guys in the chat, when was the last time we actually done 12:30 kickoff? I don't think any of you guys can remember either. That stopped. That was stopped in its tracks. And then you put on top of that David Coote coming out and did what he did, being an asshole, obviously on his phone, on his friend's phone. That stopped another thing on top of that as well. The third thing, which is the referees were no longer doing dodgy decisions against us. So when you get rid of all that stuff, all the screw job against Liverpool, look how good we could have been under Klopp if that happened in his era. We could have more than 2 titles we could have probably had at that time.
No, right. Fam, I'm just gonna use the bathroom quick. I'll come back.
Yeah, go for it. So yeah, this is what I'm saying, guys. Imagine all that stuff happened during that time. It could have been, Klopp could have been on a lot of titles. But the thing I like about Arne Slot, especially for the new people who's just joined in, what I like about this manager is he's calm. He doesn't panic a lot. Not only that, what he does is, if a player is not good enough, he doesn't persist with it. He doesn't try to put the player in your face to prove you wrong. So it unsettles the squad, unsettles the team. When we're supposed to win a game, we start drawing, we start losing. I mean, he gave those players a chance in the beginning of the season. He said, I'm going to assess the squad. He gave Darwin Núñez a chance. He gave Harvey Elliott a chance. He gave all of them a chance in the beginning of the season. And they didn't, obviously, live up to his expectations. So what he did was, he started with the same 11 throughout the season. And what happened? We won the Premier League because of that. Sometimes, when you're sentimental, and when you're too kind on players who are not going to do it for you, it disrupts your season. You don't win league titles. This is the first time I've seen, as a Liverpool fan since the 80s, obviously with Kenny Dalglish, a manager that doesn't give a damn about players. You know what I mean? If they underperform, see you later. That's what he did. And look at the rewards at the end of it. Think about it, guys, man. These things do count. You have to do things like that. If Klopp was that ruthless to those players that let him down time and time again, maybe he would have been on more than one league title right now. You just got to get rid of that nonsense, man. If they can't make it, don't try to prove me wrong and try the fans wrong. Like, you bought a player for 85 million, or he's going to do it one day. He's going to do it one day. He's going to, and then, the days runs out, and at the end of the season, you didn't even make, Champions League football. That's what happened to us. So, yeah, man. It's madness. Absolute madness. Let me get to the comments, man. I appreciate everybody that's on. Thank you very much. Tasfir said Liverpool just gave us a Eid gift on Friday. Friday, man. There was a guy, back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember him. I think it's on the bench or something like that along those lines. I remember he used to do a Fakir Friday kind of thing when Fakir transfer was happening. I don't know. I forgot his channel's name. I just don't know where that guy is, because that guy gave a lot of inspirations to a lot of YouTubers, man. And I love to like get him on here one day, because he just disappeared after the Fekir thing. When he got that, when obviously Fekir didn't come to Liverpool, he was before where he was way before our time. Me, obviously, who's all these other guys, even I think Kopish, he was way before their time. It's either his name is either Ben or Jacob. I don't know, one of those two. I remember he used to be in his kitchen, and he had a newborn, and he used to like say, "Oh shit, I gotta go and look after the baby while the stream was live and that stuff." I forgot the guy's name, man. He was a good guy, man. He inspired me as a YouTuber, and Uncle Ross was speaking about him earlier as well, and he said the same thing about him. I think it's On the Bench or something like that, man. Yeah, it's just disappeared. After the Fekir thing, it's just disappeared. Remember, Fekir Friday, he used to do things like that every time. Get us excited on the actual chat. Oh, man, what a guy that guy was. I miss him, man. He's a good guy. Please hit the likes up, man. Appreciate that, yeah, guys. Hamza, what are you saying, bro? Can you say happy birthday, Hamza? Of course, man. I'll do it. I'll do a special one for you, bro. You only get that here, man. You don't get that anywhere else. Yes, bro. Yes. Happy birthday, brother. I hope you had a wonderful day, bro. I hope you had a wonderful day. Thank you, obviously, Scottish Bear. Always helpful on the channel. Please smash the likes. Obviously, if you don't want to be part of my channel, it's fine. I don't really pressure people to subscribe, but just hit the like. The likes is the thing, man. The more likes you get, the more algorithm hits, and then the views go up. That's what it says. Thank you very much for that, Scottish Bear. Oh, come on. I did say it for you. You keep saying this to me every time, man. Uncle Rod's in the house. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to the chats, guys. So start saying things like on it. Say anything you want. Say anything you want. That's what I'm here for. Let's see what Ravi is saying. Big up. What is it? Yeah, big up Combo, Rods, and Fozzy. That's bigger, better. That's what's at a local boss man's. Listen, guys, yeah. Let me say something to you. Yeah? I am from the streets, but I'm not a street man. So please be careful with me. Take it easy on me, please. Yes, Jen, big up, big up. As I said, I saw you on a lot of YouTube channels. I'm glad you've come down to this side. You've come to the, the best place on earth. I mean, so appreciate that. Appreciate that, of course. So yeah, man. Love Liverpool FC, of course. Carbino, come on, Carbino, come on, man. Come on, Carmino. Of course, we love Liverpool Football Club. We're always going to love that. GG, big up, bro. Fozzy and Uncle Rod. So now we can go for, I don't know about this striker, bro. Watermaid. That's how you say it. Watermaid. I've seen him. He's a big guy and all that stuff. He's a lump. But is he technically what Liverpool need? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think we need better than that guy. To be fair, Alvarez, that's the one I want. That's my dream, bro. That's my dream. That's my dream, bro. Give me a chance, man. Give me a chance, man. I've still got hope. I got slight hope for that one. So yeah, let me just read out what they're saying in the transfer room from what I just saw in regards to Florian Wirtz. I've noticed, people just come for stuff like this. I did what do you call it earlier? I did a show about Liverpool's title race with and the teams that's going to be facing us, obviously, for the title, which is Arsenal, Man City, and all those other teams, Chelsea, etc. Check that video out, man. The more views we get, the better for the obviously video and the likes as well. I know you guys want to hear about transfers a lot, but we do make an effort to give you other stuff as well. So please do that for us. I'll be grateful. Forever grateful to you for that. So let me just share this with you from the transfer room. It says Florian Wirtz to Liverpool is extremely close. New contracts in recent hours. They are now close on the structure of the add-ons. That's what I meant to say earlier. Add-ons, when the performances and other stuff as well. It will be more than 130 million euros. It's just a matter of time. In the next days, it will get done by Fabrizio Romano. There you go, people. You know what I mean? We're not here to bring in you like BS. There's actual credible, obviously, reporters that saying that always say, here we go. If you know what I mean. And Yeah, it's gonna happen, guys. Don't be doubting it. What's going on, Uncle Roz, man?
I'm here, man. Listen, it's exciting times, man. I just can't get. I'm really excited for this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a feel. You know what it is? Frisky Friday. That's what we're gonna call it.
Yeah,
Frisky
I was
Friday.
just talking about that guy. Me and you were talking about today.
Yeah,
On the
yeah.
bench, is it on the bench or something?
Yeah, it's on the bench, and like, I used to watch. Excuse me, I used to watch his stuff, and when we 2019, it was 2019 when we went to the Champions League. Yeah, we done the Champions League, and no, 82 is 218. Sorry, it was 218 to 219. We done the Champions League, and we lost to Real Madrid, and we was traveling back, and the coach driver, which I thought was very nice of him. Yeah, National Express. He literally stopped off at the M6 services. Yeah. So people can get out, get something to eat, stretch their legs and all that. Do you know what I mean? The only thing was you wasn't allowed to bring the food back on the coach, which is understandable. And basically there was 2 coaches coming back, and I saw him. I saw him with like, we went in this place, and it's like had a McDonald's in there, the service station, big service thing, and then McDonald's in there, and I saw the guy, and I go, oh, you're that guy on the bench. I watch your stuff all the time, and that. And he goes, yeah, and we was talking. Very nice chap. He was very nice to actually talk to face, sort of like. Do you know what I mean? And you know, he showed me. He kind of got me into YouTube. Really, I said,
Yeah.
I'm doing this YouTube and everything. You know, how do you do it? And this and that. He goes, oh, there's this software called this and software called that. And you know, if you get that software, you'll be all right, fella, and all that. Do you know what I mean? You know. So, and I followed his lead, kind of like. Do you know what I mean? But as I said, he just like disappeared, and I just didn't see him again.
Yeah, it's just weird, man. He's such a good guy, man. Like, I'm telling you guys, he's the one who got a lot of YouTubers into YouTube. He used to do the transfers basically, and he used to make it dramatic in a sense. He's a stay-at-home father. The guy, he used to do it in his kitchen. So he had a newborn. I think he stayed with the newborn, and his wife was working at the time. His girlfriend, whatever it is, and he used to be doing YouTube on a regular basis. And it was something we had to like cling on. You know, I mean, we used to just, I need to see if he's on, like that kind of thing. And yeah, he just disappeared.
Yeah, he's one of the first ones that I did watch. It was him and that ginger guy from Amber Road, Jack. You know what I mean? Yeah, and and them guys them guys inspired me to get into YouTube. To be fair, do you know what I mean? But as I said, he just literally disappeared, and it's like he was never to be seen again. I was like,
I hope he's okay. That's all I can say, my friend.
Oh yeah, so do I.
You know, it's the well-being in it that counts for people, man. And I really hope. I know we're boring you guys with this stuff, but it's something me and Uncle Ross were discussing. Like, there's a reason we got into YouTube, and he played a major part on many of us actually, because we used to watch him do his stuff, Fakir Friday, kind of thing. Yeah, he was always like that, and he used to make me laugh, man. And when the
he was a good guy, man.
When the Fakir deal didn't happen, a lot of people criticized him and took fun, like took the mick out of him, and it wasn't nice, man. It wasn't.
No,
nice.
It wasn't, man. He wasn't really a good thing. I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean? I didn't agree with that. Did not agree with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is what it is. Before we move on, obviously we're going to stay with the transfer. What do you think of Andrew Postecoglou? Is that how you say his name? Getting sacked from Tottenham, especially when he's won obviously the Europa League, which is a difficult competition to win, especially, you know, where they are in the league as well.
Spurs have got form for doing that, innit? Because remember they sacked Jose Mourinho, like you know, after the semi-finals of the League Cup. You know what I mean? And then they could have won that. They could have literally won that League Cup, you know what I mean? If they kept him. Do you know what I mean? So they got form in doing that. I think, you know, it was always on the cards, because I rate Postecoglou because he does it his way, and he ain't gonna be told how to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I rate he's a man of his convictions, you know what I mean? Yeah. He dies on his convictions. He will literally die on his convictions, you know what I mean? Because he said many times before, listen, this is how I do things. Do you know what I mean? And until I go, I'm gonna do it this way. Do you know what I mean? So I rate him. He stuck to his guns, and he's just done what he did. And look, he came out with a Europa Cup.
Yeah,
Now
it's a
you telling
difficult
me,
competition to win as well, Unks. You know,
yeah,
it's not an easy competition, my friend.
yeah. And you
Yeah,
telling
so,
me that you telling me that he's not gonna be able to get a job anywhere else.
dumbasses, man.
You know what I mean? So really and truly, I don't know who they're gonna get now because there's talk about sort of like they're looking at Thomas
I'll
Franks.
call you back, mate. I'll call you back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carry on.
There's talk about sort of like looking at Thomas Franks from what's it call it?
Brentford.
Brentford, sorry, Brentford, yeah.
Mhm.
But if I was Thomas Franks, I will run as far as I can run, you know, from them. I run for the hills. If they came for me, I said, nah, run for the hills, man. Nah, because you know, you don't need to go to Spurs and ruin your career, man. Nah, leave that, man. Fun
Yeah,
that.
not many managers came out of there. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Like they act in a weird, strange way, man.
They must have something. They literally must have something and they up their sleeve. You know what I mean?
No, that's the kind of people they are, my friend. They go behind managers' backs and you know they go and make a deal with someone else while that manager is still in the job and things like
That's what
that.
they did to.
It's just
That's
wrong,
what they
man.
did.
And that's just wrong.
That's what they did to that Portuguese guy, didn't they?
Yeah.
That the one that's up Tottenham, the ones that not in the Forest now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at Tottenham, wasn't it?
Yeah. Nuno Espirito Santos.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've done the same thing to him. They went behind his back and brought in. I can't remember who they brought in.
Conte, innit? Conte.
Is it Conte? Yeah, they brought in Conte. That's it. They went
Yeah.
back and brought in Conte and I think that. And I thought that was very sly.
Yeah.
That was very sly.
You can't work for people like that. You can't work for people like that. Hell no. I mean, this is for Fabrizio Romano, guys. Liverpool are advancing to complete Wirtz deal in the next next days. I should say the next coming days. I don't know, man. It's not English is not his first language, is it, man? Here we go soon in Germany, of course.
Alles gut.
What?
Alles gut, wunderbar.
No offense. That's yeah. Negotiations are at final stages with the details being sorted. Then Wirtz will travel for medical plane. Confirmed. Oh, so we're gonna do that thing in it on social media very soon, Unks. When we're following the plane, all that stuff. Where has it landed? Blackpool, or you know, John Lennon Airport, or is it in Manchester? You know what I mean? So it's gonna be like, it's gonna be funny. I'm looking forward to people like take pictures. Do you remember when players used to come to Liverpool? They always used to follow that silver van to Melwood.
Yeah,
all that stuff. Yeah, it's coming, mate. You're gonna see a lot of pictures, man. You're gonna see a lot of stuff.
I can't wait.
I can't wait for that as well, man.
I can't wait.
Yeah, but you listen, Kirkes is very soon from what I've heard as well, guys. So it's not just obviously Florian Wirtz. There's Kirkes next to follow him. Man, you know what I like about the team, Unks, is the youth, man. The youth is very good. You know what I mean? And once you start sorting that stuff out, like it's the longevity after that. The youth and the longevity, which means if you're buying players at the age of 21, 22, 23, that means you've got a plan for the next 6 years with these guys. I mean, and beyond that, probably if they re-sign their contracts and that. So we could dominate, man. We could actually dominate. For once, I believe in what the project is at Liverpool. It looks like they want to dominate the league, like Man City did, like Liverpool of the past, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal. Arsenal only done it for 3 seasons, but you know what I mean, guys. Yeah. But that's what we want, and I like that. I really like that. And you know, breaking another obviously we equaled the record. We equaled the record recently. We could break another record, which is, you know, the 21, like Uncle Ross said earlier, and that sets us on our own. So nobody can ever question you as a football club of not being the best, you know, in English football. So yeah, man. Even though we know we're the best, obviously we've got more Champions League than Man United, but I love to be in my own. I don't want to be next to those people. You know what I mean? They stink. You know what I mean? They smell. Yeah. Damn. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm just refreshing and looking around, Unks, while we're discussing this. Yeah, man. You know, next season, Unks, let me bring in the graphics. Obviously for the formation. What are you expecting it to be like? If you know what I mean. What do you want it to be in regard? Hang on, let me see what you're saying. Oh, okay, it's fine, mate. It's fine. No worries. I'm gonna go at the same time as you anyway. You know, the next season, Unks, what are you expecting from the football club in regards to formation-wise, if we're getting all these players in, how do you want us to set out? That's what I'm trying to say.
Listen, we could set up the same way that we obviously set up before. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then we can sort of do like a 3 at the back if we get like obviously another defender, which we should get. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And have Kirkes and Frimpong bombing down that wing. You know what I mean? Like we used to with Trent and Robbo. Do you know what I mean? I'm expecting sort of like a man's like Szoboszlai to score more goals, get more forward and score more goals. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Portuguese.
Do you think like Szoboszlai's display last season was to do with him? Is that his ability, or was it to do with the formation that was set out for them from the manager? If you know what I mean? Because a lot of people blame Szoboszlai for what he does on the pitch, but I've realized
he had a lot of good games, didn't he? He had a lot of good games. I think he had more good games than bad. Do you know what I mean?
Against the big teams as well, not the small teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think what it is with Szoboszlai, he's done a lot of hard work.
I just don't get what the hatred is towards him. Like, not hatred, but why do people doubt him, Unks? That's what I don't understand about Szoboszlai. Sorry to interrupt.
No, but I think what it is, and fans, we as fans, we're very fickle. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, I honestly feel when it comes down to it, is that he had more good games than what he did bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've seen track back a lot, run around a lot, and I'm scoring sort of some good goals. I mean, even that goal he scored against what's it called, Brighton, that was an amazing goal. You know what I mean? That's the sort of goals that win titles, win bloody cups and all that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I do expect we will see a lot more of him next season. Do you know what I mean? With the sort of like with the Wirtz injection, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What happens when you get a player like Wirtz of his caliber? Everybody feeds off him, and it's sort of like they notch up. Everybody notched up like 10, maybe 40%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because of what they're talking about pushing sort of like McAllister more further forward. And having sort of like Szoboszlai back, pulling him back.
It's a good tactic, because I tell you why it's a good tactic. Like Szoboszlai is a player full of energy, and he's got a long range passing ability. So because what they try to mold him as is Steven Gerrard, didn't it? He's got the number 8. He's got similar attributes as a player. He could do long balls. He could take shots from long range. He could take set pieces. He could do all that stuff. And what I've heard is if he could do that in a central midfield role instead of an attacking midfield role, maybe they could bring a lot out of his game. And I agree with that. I think it can. But I'm not going to give up on the number 10 role as well. If they could utilize that, swap around sometimes, if you know what I mean, I think it will work out perfectly for everybody, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. I love our teammate. I love what I see. I love the direction we're going. And as Mark says it over here, Portuguese and current in Milan, Rafael Leao is next to sign, apparently. If it's true, that means one of the wingers is leaving. It's either Diaz or Gakpo. But if Rafael, obviously, Leao comes to Liverpool, I'll support him like every other fan. I don't rate him as much as other people, but I'll support him. He might prove me wrong, as Uncle says, prove me wrong first, then, I'll judge you later and all that stuff. Yeah, 100%, man.
So to cut across, you know what it would be? It would be a Diaz, because what it is with Gakpo's younger. You know what I mean? He's a younger player. So they would more or less look to ship on the older player once that's the younger player. So
yeah.
If Rafael, sorry about that.
That's all right.
If Rafael is coming in, I think that Diaz is going.
Yeah, spot on. I think so as well, brother. I honestly think so. He gets our best wishes anyway. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to move on. Like in the old days, guys, Liverpool, what they used to do is when a player reaches 28, 29, he still has a resale value. So what they used to do is bring in, the players who are younger than him eventually to take over. Smooth transition, and then you move the older player on, and you get finance on top of that as well. So that's good. That's good planning. That's good planning ahead. Rafael Leao, he's got potential. Don't get me wrong, but I just want to see him in the Premier League. How good he will be if he's coming down this direction. And not only that, who owns AC Milan? Redbird, FSG partnership, and all that stuff. So it's all in around the same circles, if you know what I mean. And Uncle, do you have to go now, or are you still?
Yeah, in a bit. Yeah,
I'm going to leave in obviously a few minutes. When it says like for 1 hour.
Yeah. What? How long we got to 1 hour?
No, only a couple of minutes.
You know what I mean? I'll say for an hour. You know what it is, yeah? You know what it is? I think I just thought of something.
Go on.
Could Rafael Leao be the replacement for Jota?
That could be a possibility. Could be.
I reckon it is. I reckon he is because, like, excuse me, Leao is a forward player, but he's like in the mode of what's we call it, of Jota. He's in that kind of mode. So I'm thinking that Jota might be going. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you never know. There might be a world where we keep Diaz, but
yeah,
I just don't like the fact that he's talking to other clubs. I don't like that. It doesn't sit well with me. You know what I mean? But I think he's going to be Jota's replacement.
Okay. Yeah, it could be. It could be like Jota, guys. He's outstayed his welcome to be, in my opinion. I mean, the amount of years he's been here, not even performing. You know what I mean? Like Uncle says, like he's cheating a living.
You know those ones, isn't it? Like Odegaard.
I mean, you're getting paid, but it's just sitting on the the bed. It's madness. It's absolutely madness, man. Ravi says, Fozzy, the Liverpool matching joggers and hoodies will be from Adidas. Yeah, I can't wait for that, bro. I'm gonna get them. You know me. I love retro stuff, bro. I'm gonna go back and get them. 100%, bro. RODZ, there you go for you, my friend.
Well, your camera's about, bro. Yeah. Well,
he's sorting it out. He's sorting it out.
He'll sort it out. You know, because I had a little bit of problems with my laptop. So you know what I mean. But I'm here. You can still see me. You know what I mean? I'm making sense.
This is obviously Steve. What Steve's saying? Steve saying when Salah goes to AFCON, of course, watch Dom Cook playing out wide. On Salah's position. Yeah, 100%, bro. Like, listen, sometimes, when players take responsibilities, you see the best out of them. I remember when Salah went to the AFCON 2 seasons ago, Jota went to the right side. Jota not only played a lot of games, he actually looked like a leader as well at the same time. And I really, really like that. So, yeah, you're right, man. 100%. Big up, John Conway, bro. Big up. Unks, if you want to go, it's fine, mate. It's fine. Get the likes up, as Goal says. Big up, bro. Big up.
Yeah. Have I done an hour yet?
Yeah, you got a couple of seconds to go if you're gonna stay on. You know what I mean? So go. Sorry,
mate.
Go.
I'm not gonna shortchange you, pal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all right, bro. It's all right. It's my last day for a while doing this stuff, so I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Like, I'll keep coming back on and, getting the best content possible for these guys. But it's the support that counts, guys. That's what it is. I know, like, you guys love the transfer business, the business about it and, the busyness around it as well. But, support us when we don't do transfers as well, man. You know what I mean? That's what we're asking for at the end of the day.
Yeah, right.
Big up, of course, from Ryan G, Fozzy and Uncle RODZ. Thank you very much, sir. Let me just go and look at the chats. Yes, big up, boy. And please go subscribe to him, guys. Please go subscribe to this gentleman right there.
Please do.
He knows what he's talking about.
You have 58 likes at the moment.
Come on, 2 more. We get to 60 and we live it up, man. You know what I mean? I'll play the music for you. Let me say, I'll play Soul Glow for you. Come on. Yeah, 2 more. 2 more and you get the Soul Glow. You get the Soul Glow if you do 2. Actually, it's 3 more, is it? I don't know, man. I'm a bit confused.
You know what? He's doing what he done to me yesterday, yeah?
Oh, they're taking it down.
No, it's 58.
They're playing with me as well. Damn you, man. Damn you.
It is 58 at the moment. It is 58. Yeah. So,
guys, I'll play Soul Glow if you do it. Soul Glow will be back making a return, man.
Soul Glow.
Who else is doing business? Let me just see. It's just about Florian Wirtz everywhere, guys. I can't wait for this guy, man.
Yeah.
You know what I love about this guy? A lot of the rival fans who wanted him in their team are, calling him crap and all that stuff, Unks. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
He's better than him.
Yeah, Jerk is better than him and all that stuff. That makes me laugh, man. Yeah, the jealousy everywhere, people. The jealousy everywhere is amazing. How many are we on, Unks? How many are we on?
Let me
So
check.
we-
Let me put my Premiership
I can't
medal
even
on.
see it. Yeah, I can't see
My,
it.
my Premiership medal. See?
Well, let me see. Let me see.
See?
Where did you get that from? Liverpool shop?
I got it when I went to Liverpool in there.
Oh, okay.
That
Oh,
day.
yeah. Nice. We both got it, man. We both got it. How many Unks? How many? And before we go,
You are on still 58.
oh come on, man.
No, 59 now.
How about
59.
now? Is it there?
59 now.
I want
59.
to keep refreshing. Yeah, guys, that's me done. Unks, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing next?
Right. I'm doing a show at 7:30 for an hour.
Mhm.
Yeah, to talk about this Florian Wirtz. Got to get any action, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk about this Florian Wirtz situation.
Mhm.
And then I'll be back again at 10 o'clock with Cal and yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Big up Callum, by the way. Sorry, Malcolm. Big up Callum, of course, and big up Malcolm, who just got on air. He said the Arteta banner has to be made into a T-shirt. Yeah, 100%, bro. I like using things like memorabilia, as you call it, from last season. So I'm gonna keep it here until the season starts. Then I'm gonna move to new things after that. Don't worry, man. I'll do that. Yeah, Unks, if we're not under like 60 likes, I'm not gonna play the music. Sorry, mate.
Hold on.
They've let us
60.
down, man.
60.
No,
60.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
No,
No,
it's 60.
I'm
It's
refreshing. I can't see it.
It's 60. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
Yeah.
screenshot it.
No way, it's 60, guys. No way.
I'm gonna
If you got
screenshot it.
61, maybe. If you got 61, I'll
No,
play
I'll
slow blow.
screenshot it now and I'll show you that I'm not lying. Look,
Let me refresh.
check your phone.
Oh, it is. Okay. I made a promise in it. So let me
Yeah.
play it for everybody, yeah? Okay.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul, baby, feel it all so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow.
Yeah, man.
See that passion in that song, guys? That's what you miss out on, man. Come on. Only the real one knows that tune. Only the real people know that tune, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah. If you haven't watched Coming to America, the first one, I can't help you, people. That's from that. You know what I mean? So
So
all right, guys, we're done. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll try to come back if there's any more breaking news for you guys. So join Uncle RODZ in his show next, and I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. I will be on Husam's channel at 11 o'clock. I'll be on Uncle RODZ at 10 o'clock. So I'll be in 2 shows later on as well. Peace out.
Peace.
Mamma mia! Yeah! How? Magnifico! Montebello!